northern region of Nigeria, Joseph Hayab, has faulted security agencies of trust that exists between the people and those securing them. Recall that the Kaduna state government and security agencies had initially said the incident did not happen, but the spokesman of the Nigerian Police Force, Benjamin Hundeyin, days later confirmed the mass abduction. However, the CAN chairman said he believes that the initial denial of the incident had slowed down rescue operations. Troops of Operation Hadinkai on Tuesday clashed with fleeing terrorists in Borno State, resulting in the death of an unspecified number of fighters from both sides. The encounter occurred after a clearance operation conducted by the troops across terrorist locations, including Tagajeri, Chiralia, and the Ajigin Abirma general areas. The Media Information Officer, Joint Task Force, Northeast Operation Hadinkai, Lieutenant Colonel Sani Uba, who disclosed this in a statement on Wednesday, said many terrorists were neutralized. According to him, during the conduct of the operations, troops made intermittent contact with fleeing terrorist elements and engaged them with high volumes of fire. Lieutenant Colonel Sani noted that troops discovered mass graves containing an estimated 20 terrorist bodies killed during encounters with troops in the Timbuktu Triangle and buried by their cohorts. He added that troops' morale and fighting efficiency remain high, and operations continue with sustained pressure on fleeing terrorist elements. Nigerian leaders at independence committed a grave error by accepting without adequate scrutiny the political structure handed down by the British, a decision that weakened the foundation of the nation. This view was expressed by a Nigerian political history scholar, Professor Akin Alao, while discussing the topic 60 years after Nigeria's first military coup, Courses and Lessons, on BCOS Current Affairs Breakfast Program, AM 120. BCOS reporter Fedora Afolagboye compiled excerpts from the program.
60 years after Nigeria's first military coup, the event of January 1966 remained a defining moment in the country's political history, highlighting early leadership, failures, and lessons that continue to shape the nation's democratic journey. Speaking on BCOS Current Affairs Program AM 120, Professor Akin Alao described Nigeria's independence as fundamentally flawed, noting that the political elites at the time lacked ideological clarity, political sensitivity, and a deep understanding of Western political strategies. According to him, these shortcomings led to the mismanagement of independence and created conditions that paved the way for military intervention in governance.
In 1960, Nigeria gained independence from the colonial masters, and it was a wonderful occasion for the beginning of a new experiment in political administration. However, the nature and character of that independence became very troublesome, in the sense that to some people it was a programmed transition from colonial rule to new colonial rule, and it was managed or mismanaged by the colonial masters in the best interest of the West. So we inherited a fractured, a not too perfect political system at independence. And we needed the genius of our politicians to perfect this imperfection and to move the country forward.
Professor Alao further explained that the first military coup deepened suspicion and mistrust among Nigeria's ethnic groups, laying the groundwork for prolonged ethnic tensions across the country. He added that Nigeria was not sufficiently mature to effectively manage its internal crises, a situation that resulted in a series of political experiments and eventually culminated in the Civil War.
That's why, as educated people, we must look beyond the present combinations. Let us ask for ideology. Let us demand. We are not demanding anything from them, especially the political class. Why are we not making demands? Why are you not setting agenda for them? Even our press, they are not setting agenda for the political class. Why are we not doing that? We should set agenda. We should get logical representations in our political party and in the structure of government. We must be committed. If you want to be capitalist, be capitalist. If you want to be socialist, be socialist.
The political historian stressed that for Nigeria to make meaningful progress, greater emphasis must be placed on education, critical thinking, and ideological orientation, noting that ideology remains the driving force behind any sustainable political system. Fidora Afolagwe, BCOS News.
Apologies for the poor audio quality. Director General of the Development Agenda for Western Nigeria, Dawn Commission, Dr. Sheye Oyeleye, has stressed that taxation remains a critical driver for national development. Dr. Oyeleye made this assertion while featuring on BCOS television